So people are gonna hear know that I have a thing for younger age or characters with murderous intents. Well, it probably got a little worse. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Twin Clan. It is Twintail here with another Rebirth for you deck profile. As some of you already know, I really love that the Higurashi series has been represented in a card game. So I was very excited to go ahead, jump on board to, open up some boxes and build some Higurashi decks. That was really fun. And I decided, it's time for another Higurashi deck profile. No Ringa cosplay for this one. This is not this deck has so few Ringa cards. It is not worth it. We'll just go ahead and wear some generic twin tails. I just gotta make a thumbnail of myself just holding Ringa's hatchet or something. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into our deck profile. So we have, of course, our starting entry, none other than Peaceful Daily Afrika, our 1-drop. Skill Showcase, level 4, if she supports, +1 attack for that battle. Very handy, very easy. Entry in, going first, going second, who cares? We play a bunch of cost wins here, so that is that. Of course, we must have 3 partners. They can be whatever you want. Let's choose those 3. And moving on to our cost wins in the main deck, we have, of course, one of the bread and butter of Higurashi and just strategies of high entry in shenanigans in general. Sharp Perception Reina. Once she's sparked in, we can sacrifice one of our members to give her +2 defense until end of turn, so she could possibly just defend for 6 defense and retreat for a 1-drop. Just again, clear out our board, pop off our aristocrat like shenanigans that Higurashi is known for. Things activate when they die, sort of deal. Okay, to finish our costumes, we have 4 copies of Battle to Save Their Friends Shion. So she is a skill showcase level 4 snipe. So again, cheap card. Give our opponents board when we're on the defensive or even on the offensive. We have to get rid of any key members against, say, again, one of the examples I would like to bring up is the Azure Lane Royal Navy matchup with their pretty decent dependence on the back row, so helps deal with things like that. Moving over in the cost 2s, we have a Satoko Hojo, 4 copies. Our skill showcase level 3 snipe, again to just mitigate the damage we take, as well as take out any key members our opponents are playing, as well as being a fairly cheap 2 costs that we can use to retreat and open up the board. Now getting to some really spicy sacrifice shenanigans, so anyone that remembers my Reina deck profile will know that we were playing a lot of cards that when they died via our abilities, or any ability period, but mainly our abilities because that's how Higurashi plays, they will end up drawing a card or salvaging a character. But here we're going for a much different strategy. So we actually play 4 copies of Rika Furuge. So from our trial deck, when she is put to the later room via a card ability, we can give our entry +2 attack until end of turn. So very nice to just really push in some damage. As you can see on our top end is just a bunch of big beaters. That's kind of, again, anyone that knows, say, the D4DJ Mermaid Good Stuff deck, this is kind of like that, but a little more IKEA-like. We had to kind of build our way towards it, whereas Mermaids and D4DJ's Greater Card Pool just has the ability to just kind of do all this whenever. Again, imagine if we had 8 copies of Sharp Perception Rail, would be nice, but no, we do not. But yeah, we're really good on our own turn. Unfortunately, not too good when we are on the defensive, but it is what it is. Very good card to push with. Then to end up our cost 2s, we have 4 copies of Club Members Reassemble Mion, the younger twin. So when she is put away room via a card ability, we can put this character into our energy as rest. So, giving our nature of just being this high entry in attempt deck, we just want to really have the energy necessary to just cycle through characters in and out. So that is very handy to have there. Moving over to cost 3s, we of course have another part of our bread and butter as Higurashi, the Hinamizawa no one knows Keiichi. So he is Spark, skill showcase level 5. We can sacrifice one of our members. If we do, we choose we may choose one of our opponent's members and put it into their energy as rest. And if we sacrifice specifically a Reina, Mion, or a Rika, we actually give him 3 defense. So that is very handy just to be able to, really get in some nice defense while also dealing with our opponent's boards on the defensive, as well as just being a way to just enable our sacrifice shenanigans on the offensive. And again, 4 attack plus the 2 that say Rika Furuge gives him on the offensive is definitely not terrible whatsoever. So moving on from there, to finish off our cost 3s, we have 4 copies of Faded Reunion Rika. She is our act. Once per turn, pay 3 energy to bottom deck our entries. So again, open up that slot for more shenanigans if we're not satisfied with our current entry. Maybe it's like some 1-drop or 2-drop, and we just have no way to, we have a way to open it back up. We can just go ahead and use Faded Reunion Rika here, just like a lot of people will know Groovy Mix Rika in the mermaid base strategies that does exactly the same thing. So very handy. And of course, as a 4/7, not the worst entry you can have in the world. Okay, so we move on to our cost 4s and higher. We definitely enter the world of our big beaters. Like at this point, everything is low-key vanilla. So we have 4 copies of Leader of the Yamainu Okonogi. He is a 4/7. He has Spark, +2/+2 until end of turn, so that is an ability that's both good on offense and defense alike. So on the offense, we have a 6 attack base attacker if they fail to cancel that. We have a 9 defense on the defensive, so that will be kind of hard to get rid of without having, say, partner attack or just really big buff attackers of their own. So very handy on top of our other shenanigans. We also play 1 copy of Ideal World Tomikake. He's a 5/8. Not too shabby. Again, he's just vanilla. He's just there to be beefy. Okay, and we also have 4 copies of a 6/7 vanilla Texuro Okonogi. Again, I'm very glad that Higurashi has access to 6/7 vanillas. You actually look in some Neo Standard titles, they actually may unironically lack these, and I sometimes feel like when playing Rebirth this whole time that I just really sometimes need the bigger attack. Yes, those 8 and 9 defense cards are nice, but they typically have the drawback of being no more than 5 base attack. Sometimes that 1 defense or that 1 attack matters again. If people are playing a card like Sharp Perception Reina, if they sacrifice, they get an extra 2 defense if it resolves. And Tessero here will honestly just deal with that without having a partner attack, along with our last character here, younger sister of the twin Xion. Ignore her text, it does not apply here. We do not play that climax combo. Very sorry to anyone that really likes the twins and really likes to play that deck. All the power to you. I'm just not ready to take that step as of this time. But leave in the comments if you want to see me explore that route. But anyway, yeah. Unironically playing 8, 6, 7 vanilla beaters. Really good on the offensive. 7 defense, it's nothing to sneeze at neither in a lot of cases. So really with the nature of what we're just trying to do, we are perfectly okay with just having this many absurdly high number of vanilla beast sticks. And for our Rebirth lamp, given the nature of this deck, we are just kind of forced into playing 8 heals, because heal is just totally fair and balanced in Rebirth, am I right, people? So 4 copies of Farewell, 4 copies of Guest of Offering from the trial deck, need we say more? So of course the overall strategy of the deck is really to score as many entry ins as possible. We have our sacrifice outlets of Sharp Perception Reina and the Hinamizawa no one knows. Keiichi, these two are really much our enablers. And in absolute worst case, if we ever have to face a reunion, Rika would honestly not do too bad in cycling out things in worst case scenario, provided we do get the energy necessary. So speaking of energy, battle to save their friends, Mion would really be handy to just help us get the energy we need while also being a very good sacrifice outlet, just really accelerating our turns. Again, I'll say mermaid good stuffs. And all in all, our ultimate goal is just to, on the defensive, snipe them out, or just be really huge. A 6-9, a 5-8, the magic new mega 6-7, I swear. So just really try to cycle the board in and out to just really make our opponent's lives harder by having them deal with our bigger shenanigans. Now, of course, as with all other combo decks, it does have the fragility of just you are choosing to just kind of subject yourself to a bit of a high roll strategy. So that is something that I keep in mind. But all in all, with the nature of the way that Rebirth for you works, we just have to, a strategy of cycling just makes sense. Again, John Kenpom has already made a video on why things like Sakoko Cycle is just very powerful, so definitely go give that a view. So that being said, I definitely like the the very underdiscovered some of the sometimes underdiscovered things that Higurashi has access to in Rebirth. I definitely think that Higurashi is no complete slouch, despite where the meta is heading towards in Rebirth for you. And honestly, I definitely look forward to playing this deck here and there whenever I get the chance. So that being said, I hope you all continue to embrace the darkness. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz, and we'll see you all over in the next video. Bye bye!